Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to day 3 of our amazing Women's Day series. This call today is all about how to stop falling for the Superwoman trap, how to stop being Superwoman, why being Superwoman is not a good thing for you. And before we begin, let me ask you guys, how many of y'all feel, and give me like a yes in the chat box, how many of y'all feel like I am Superwoman or I really want to be Superwoman? Come on, give me a yes in the chat box. Yes. I want to see comments, okay, in the chat box. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And how many people are saying no, I don't want to be Superwoman? So if you don't want to be Superwoman, write an N. If you are Superwoman already, write a Y. And if you've been trying to be Superwoman, obviously write a Y. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay, so we have a mixed bag. Most people are saying yes, but some people are also saying no. I like that. And can you, by the way, see what I'm wearing? Yeah. It's a superhero cape. I borrowed it from my children. But I thought that today's Superwoman call, so let me dress up like a Superwoman. And that's what I'm wearing today. So why do we not want to be Superwoman? So, first of all, let me ask you guys, who would you define as a Superwoman? And I'd like somebody to like raise their digital hand, and I'll ask you to unmute yourself, and then you can share what does it mean for you when I say Superwoman? Who are we seeing raising hands? Yes, Ruma.
Super mother is woman.
Sorry?
Mother,
Mother is a Superwoman. Okay, very good. What else? Who else would you call Superwoman? If you think of the like the superhero characters that we've seen, what would it take for someone to be called Superwoman? Think about it.
a superwoman is a person who emotionally, financially, gives support, can anything at any time. There is no time. Like for mother, the child is hungry at night, she's ready to cook.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
child anytime is there. She can have a job to take care of the child.
They're willing to step up anytime and do whatever's required to support the family, right? And in the larger
Yeah.
case, society as well. Awesome. Who else is a Superwoman? Or a Superman? I mean, a superhero, Superman or woman, superhero. Who else would you call a superhero? Or rather, think of the movies you've seen, right? Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. When you see these guys, and I've got one more man right here. Ta-da! So, what is the essential for being a superhero? They're always saving people, right? They're saving someone or the other. They are
Janki, may I
generally.
share?
Janki, I'm not able to raise my hand, but can I speak?
Yes, please, Amita, go ahead.
I just wanted to say my understanding is somebody who can do uh, successfully or very well multitasking. Address,
Okay, very good.
many
Very
things,
good.
like you're successful in so many fields. So that's a superwoman or a superman. That's a perception.
Correct, correct. Yes, Neha.
Janki, may I? Yeah.
Yes,
So my understanding of a superwoman would be what Anita said, adding to the list, multitasking woman, obviously, having immense superpowers, able to manage finances, household, the mother roles, duties, not getting at all exhausted, so supercharged all the time. This is what is being expected of like ladies, like we discussed in yesterday and day before yesterday session as well, working and still coming back and just wearing that invisible cape and back to the household duties. So yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Yes, Satyaji.
According to me, super means whether you woman or men. a super person is a person who is ready to do everything at any time, and still that person is humble and very simple in nature.
Absolutely. Okay. Very well noted. Very well noted. What else? Anyone else? I see two hands raised. Yes, go ahead. Dipali.
Can I speak in Hindi?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल, of course.
मुझे लगता है कि जब हम अपनी वल्नरेबिलिटी को एज इट इज दिल से बिल्कुल ऑनेस्टी के साथ एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, हम जैसे हैं वैसे, और सेम हम ये बिहेव दूसरों के साथ भी करते हैं कि वो जैसे हैं बिल्कुल, तो अगर ये एबिलिटी है तो मुझे लगता है कि सुपर वुमन या फिर सुपर हीरो.
How lovely when you are expressing your vulnerability and being that with others also. Fantastic answer. Very nicely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Any others who want to share what is Superwoman to you? Or Superman, superhero, whatever. I'm seeing so many people here. Come on, participate, guys. Ravi, would you like to share what is Superwoman? Yes, Nutan auntie, please go ahead.
According to me, I feel whenever they are working, whoever is working with 100% with a happy face, with feeling happy within whatever field he's working or doing, whether maybe it's with children or kitchen or job, he or she is giving 100% to that thing that he's giving with a smile in his face.
Yes, yes, yes. Amazing, amazing. Awesome. Okay, so fantastic. So I'm just going to summarize some of the things that you have said. You said somebody who's always willing to serve others, somebody who's there whenever required, willing to do whatever is required, is humble, is vulnerable, never gets exhausted, is always there to serve with a smile, has no ego. Yeah, that does sound like a superhuman, way beyond all of us, right? Now, let me give you some insights into, and this is, of course, at the top, right? But obviously, when you work with Janki, there is nothing that is obvious. We are always going to go deeper and see what's happening deep inside our psyche, or why do we have a need to become a super person? And if we want to be superwoman, or Superman, what does that require our environment to become? So, have you noticed something? A super person, superman, superwoman, superhuman is usually always working alone. Yeah. Like if everybody was going to save the world, we wouldn't require Superman, right? We wouldn't require one Spider-Man. We wouldn't require one Hulk or one Iron Man, right? So one of the things that happens when you want to be a superwoman, Superman, superhuman is you are essentially subconsciously making a contract with the other people around you and saying, hey, I really want to be Superman. So please, can all of you decide not to help me? Okay. So when you want to be a superwoman at home, you are subconsciously telling your husband, your in-laws, your even house help sometimes कि सुपरवुमन मैं तभी बन पाऊंगी जब आप सब कुछ नहीं करोगे और मुझे सब कुछ अपने आप करना पड़ेगा. Okay? So when I'm the one doing everything, then people will say, oh, she's superwoman, घर भी संभाल रही है, बच्चे भी संभाल रही है, ऑफिस भी जा रही है, ये भी कर रही है, वो भी कर रही है. Wow, यार. We don't want to be superwoman, okay? Now, so the second thing, when you want to be superwoman, serving and saving others, it means others first have to get into trouble or have to be helpless so that you can save them. If everybody could help themselves, you would not be required, right? So subconsciously, again, if I have to be a super mom and super wife and super daughter-in-law and super coach and super everything, it means everybody else around me has to function from a space of victim and helplessness. Only then can I step up and be the hero on their behalf, na? For me to be the hero in your life, first you have to be victim. Which is why, in fact, consciously also, I've started since the last 3-4 years, I say, I don't want to help anyone. I don't want to save anyone or heal anyone. I'm here. If you want to help yourself, I'll show you the way. Right? So initially when I started, I was like, I will be the savior in everyone's life. I will be the healer. I will be the star of everybody's life. Jo, white ghode pe, jhanda leke aake, sabko save karega. After a year, I realized कि नहीं भाई, ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे. I don't want to be the superhero in anyone's life. I am your guide, right? Likewise, in your family, can you be somebody who works as a team player instead of Superman? So, Avengers would be a good team to be part of because they are all superheroes who come together. Not one person is more important than the other, right? So, likewise, in your family, now again, going back to Monday, the first day's conversation where we said, why do we not rest? Why? What are we trying to do? We are trying to prove I am worthy. My sense of self worth comes when I do more and more and more for you. I become indispensable for you. So you'll say, अरे ये कितना करती है, अरे she's so good, कभी थकती नहीं, हमेशा हंसती रहती है. This is not an award you want to win. Let, like somebody, Dipali, I think, said, right? Be vulnerable. Let them see that you're tired. Let them see that you also need help. Let them see that you get frustrated. You're not always smiling, right? And again, that is something which I have consciously started doing with my family, with my boys, that I tell them, like, I'm really exhausted today. I can't do any more for you. Can I get some help? And when I ask for help, I'm not showing them that I'm Superwoman. I'm showing them that I am only human. And I also get tired. And what that does is it helps them have more understanding and empathy for me. So another thing about Superman, Superwoman is they are always hidden. ना ऐसे होते हैं. किसी को उनकी आइडेंटिटी पता नहीं चलती तो कोई उनके साथ एम्पथाइज ही नहीं कर सकता. Nobody can give them support, love, help because they don't want anyone to know कि मैं इतना कुछ कर रहा हूँ. और फिर obviously at the back end they are exhausted, they are lonely, they are afraid, but there's nobody they want to share it with because they say all the burdens I have to carry by myself. So are you getting where I'm coming from when I say I don't want to be Superwoman anymore? I don't want to be Superman anymore. So even for the men, sometimes even men feel it is my responsibility to serve the family, to provide for the family. मुझे ही सब कुछ करना है. Ask for help, right? And asking for help could look, simply like, I remember there was a, time in between where my husband had said, no, we can't make this expense. And long time ago, and it was something I didn't understand and I was just getting irritated. I said, this is something so simple. Why aren't we doing it? And much later, he said, look, right now my payments are stuck. I was like, oh, so tell me now. Once I know what is going on, I can then say, cool, we'll be more mindful of our expenses. Or let's, I can explain to the children, let's not do this, let's do this today. But if I don't know, if you don't involve me, how can I support you? Right? So it has to be a two-way street. Likewise, the women who are always acting like, मैं सब कुछ कर लूंगी, then that's what people are expecting you to do because you've never shown any vulnerability. You've never shown any, क्या कहते हैं? Weakness. If you're always that person who is, out ready to battle and fight, what is going to happen? People are going to think, she's Superwoman, wo sab kar legi. So they think you don't need help, right? So with that, I would just like you all to say that it's okay. I don't want to be Superman, Superwoman, superhero. I want to be someone who is working as a team, willing to receive help. Right? Acha, one more thing that I want to make you all realize is that, and this is something which I realized I was doing in my life. My mom has probably done it. Every woman I know while growing up has done it. Subconsciously, when we want to be a superwoman, it's coming from a need that I have to prove myself. I have to be worthy. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. These are childhood programmings or ancestral programmings even. So subconsciously, if I have a need to be Superwoman, I actually, from my subconscious to my family subconscious, I tell them, don't help me. Let me do everything on my own. तभी तो मैं superhero कहलाऊंगी. अगर सब मुझे हेल्प कर देंगे तो क्रेडिट बट जाएगा. I can't take all the credit for, being Superwoman, right? So what do you feel about this? Like the information that I've just given you, how is it landing in your world? Like, what are your thoughts? Put it in the chat box. Yes, Dipali.
वन मोर थिंग मैम, जैसे आपने अभी शेयर किया तो मुझे लगा कि जब आप अपनी आप अंदर से थके हुए हो, आप कोई काम नहीं करना चाह रहे हो, बट सबकॉन्शियसली मैं फील कर पा रही हूँ कि हाँ, वो ऐसा लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं हम अपने आप को ये प्रूव करना चाहते हैं कि नहीं, हम सब मैनेज कर लेते हैं। उसके लिए होता क्या है, आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स या क्लोज वंस ना आपको बोलते हैं ऐसे, अरे तुम तो 2 मिनट में ये सारा काम कर लोगी, तुम तो सारा मैनेज कर लोगी। तो बाहर से तो हम करते हैं, बट इनसाइड वो बात, उनका सेंटेंस इतना इरिटेट कर रहा होता है हमको अंदर से, बट बाहर से हम बिल्कुल हैप्पी हैप्पी उस चीज को करते हैं। तो ये कनेक्शन, ये कैसे मतलब अपोजिट हो रहा है ये, कि बाहर से तो बड़े चाहते हैं हम वो सुनना, और अंदर इरिटेट कर रहा है।
Yeah. So here again, thank you for sharing this, Dipali. And again, I would like to share कि हम जब सब कुछ अपने आप करना चाहते हैं, after a point we get exhausted, we get tired, we feel lonely, we feel nobody understands me, nobody supports me. सबको लगता है मैं तो सुपरमैन हूँ, मैं सब कर लूंगी, but कोई पूछ ही नहीं रहा है कि are you tired, do you need help, do you need a break, come rest, right?
Yes.
So the problem is what we are looking for is सबकी गुड बुक्स में रहना है कि हाँ, शी इज सो गुड। हमें लगता है कि अगर उन्होंने थप्पा दे दिया कि हाँ, शी इज सो गुड, शी इज सुपर वुमन, तब वो हमारे अंदर का जो खालीपन है, वे वी आर फीलिंग आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ, वो मिट जाएगा। बट वो नहीं मिटेगा जब तक हम अपने आप को ये नहीं थप्पा देंगे। और अपने आप को थप्पा देना मुश्किल है या आसान है? टेल मी। Don't touch the lights. My son is playing with the lights in front of my face. Okay. So, would you like to learn how to give yourself the thappa that I am good enough? Okay. So, before we give the thappa, is it okay if I remove this superwoman cape? थोड़ा सा भारी भारी लग रहा है. So here we go. No more being a superwoman, okay? Let's just be a happy woman and a happy man. Awesome. Okay. So let me teach you how to give yourself that approval, which will make you finally feel that, okay, I don't need anyone to give me the thappa that yes, you are worthy, you are good, you are not a burden, tum bahut achhi ho, tum bahut kushal ho. We don't want approval from everyone. We will start approving of ourselves. Shall I show you a very easy way to do that? You want difficult way or easy way? Write D or E in the chat box. Difficult or easy? I have both. दोनों ही कर सकते हैं. Shreya, I love the excitement. Yes, she says easy, 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 easy. Neha want difficult. I love it. तो नेहा, पहले हम आपसे शुरू करेंगे. पहले मैं आपको
Your video
difficult
is
वाला.
stopped. Your microphone is unmuted. Your video is stopped.
Can you all hear me? And can everybody go on mute? Somebody's unmuted and it's making a lot of noise. Yeah. So there was somebody who says they want the difficult way. So let's do that. For that, you need to stand on one leg and do tapasya for 10,000 years. And then maybe God will, get happy on you and give you that stamp that you are indeed worthy. Okay. Jokes apart. So this is a really easy thing that I learned when, to do it for myself whenever I'm feeling. So I hope everybody has two hands. Show me your two hands. Yes. Yes. Show me your hands like this. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So awesome. I like this as well. Okay. So now imagine that your right hand, show me your right hand. Yeah. Imagine that your right hand has the stamp here written worthy. And imagine your left hand has a stamp written unworthy. Okay. Now, every morning and every moment you have a choice. Every time you're feeling ki I want to do more because I want to prove or मुझे उनका approval चाहिए. You spot it, you got it. So the minute you spot yourself looking for somebody else's approval, you will see your hands and you will say right hand is worthy, left hand is unworthy. कौन सा stamp करूं आज? And then you will take and stamp yourself as worthy. Come on, let me see you do it. All of you. Can we go on gallery view, please, Suman? So I can see everybody in the video do it. Yeah, so let's do it together. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Please take your right hand and stamp yourself as I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Okay? Now, the choice is yours. Every day, every morning, it's up to you. Do you want to say, yeah, no, I'm unworthy? जब तक वो बोलेंगे नहीं कि तुम worthy हो, तब तक मैं ये थप्पा लगाऊंगी. No, please. I never want this. I only want to have this thappa. Even on the days that you are tired and you don't want to do anything and you tell your family कि आज मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगी, I'm only going to sleep. Even on those days, remember to stamp yourself and say, I am worthy. Even on the days that you are being cranky, unwell, absolutely useless, and not able to serve anyone in your family, still stamp yourself, I am worthy. On the days that you are doing everything, don't wait for them to give you the certificate. On those days also, stamp yourself, I am worthy. I am doing enough. I am doing my best. And I know it. I don't need anyone else's approval to make me feel like मैंने कुछ किया है आज. The more you will start giving yourself the love and approval, what are you doing? The more you are filling the void. You remember on the first day, I hope I shared this example. Remember, there is 2 boxes. One is a very beautiful box, very beautifully decorated from outside, but it's empty inside. And one is a simple box. A simple box, plain cardboard box, but it's got like $10,000 inside, right? Which one would you choose? A very pretty looking box, but empty from inside, or a plain looking box, but it's got solid mal inside? कौन सा choose करोगे? Pretty or plain? Write pretty or plain in the chat box. Plain box. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Now, what is the pretty box and what is the plain box? Metaphorically, the pretty box is other people approving of you. अगर किसी और ने थप्पा दिया, वो बाहर से तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है हमको कि हाँ, उन्होंने मुझे बोल दिया कि ये जानकी ना बहुत ही कुशल है, जानकी बहुत ही स्मार्ट है, जानकी बहुत ही अच्छी है, सबको हेल्प करती है, सर्विस करती है, ये वो बाहर से अच्छा लगता है, बट अंदर से उसमें कुछ नहीं है, वो खाली है. और जो हम अपने आप को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, लव करते हैं, रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, राइट, जो हम अपनी केयर करते हैं, दैट इज बाहर से कोई फैंसी नहीं लगता. किसी ने सर्टिफिकेट नहीं दिया, बैज नहीं दिया, ट्रॉफी नहीं दी, बट अंदर से दैट इज गॉट अ लॉट ऑफ वेट. उसमें मतलब है, right? So please remember, every time that you are trying other people, every time you are giving up your rest, every time you are not able to give yourself a break, just remind yourself that I am enough. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I am doing my best and that is enough. Acha. How to stop being Superwoman or Superman? Come on, let me hear it from you. So today I'm going to prove to you कि सारे answers आपके पास already है. I'm just going to bring it out from you. So Nandini says, ask for help. Very good. Ask for help. What else? How else can you be Superwoman? Stop being Superwoman. Superman. Don't overdo. Very good. Excellent. Take a pause. Excellent. Loving the answers. Very, very thoughtful answers. Keep calm. Very good. Set boundaries. Excellent. Should not take everything in hand. Yes. Start saying no. Be real to your own feelings. Do what you love. Be real with your own feelings. Don't overburden your plate. Acknowledge your own needs. Excellent. Excellent. You already know the answers, na? Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Should not feel overburdened with work, right? One of the things that, again, I want to reiterate, speak about what you're feeling, right? So if you're feeling tired on some day, speak that I'm tired. If you're feeling irritated, यार हर बार आप लोग मुझसे ही expect करते हो, मुझे कोई help तो करता नहीं, please मुझे थोड़ी सी help कर दो. Ask for help. Be vulnerable. Very, very important. Superheroes are never vulnerable. उन्हें किसी को कुछ नहीं बताना, right? They never want to ask for help. वो सोचते हैं मुझे सब कुछ अकेले ही करना है. The world rests on my shoulders. वो अपने आप को बहुत ही सीरियसली ले लेते हैं, राइट? So stop taking yourself so seriously. Start delegating. Excellent. We do it because we need to do multifunction work, because we are mom plus wife plus self-employed plus self-employee. Yes, you are all this, but you don't have to do it alone, right? Even the biggest business owners, in fact, the bigger your empire, the more you need to delegate and get help, so that everybody is doing what they are good at, instead of one person trying to do everything, whether they can do it or not. Right? So if you want to grow in your business, in your relationships, in your life, spiritually, you have to learn to work as a team. You have to learn to get help. You have to learn to ask questions, share your vulnerabilities, right? Did I miss any other comments? Let me just check the chat box. Relax and breathe. I like that. Build the faith of everyone on yourself. It's difficult to bow down. Okay. What to do even after asking help, you don't get it? I will share that. That's a very good question. And one thing that I would like to share here, the reason we don't like to ask for help or delegate is because we don't trust others. We think अगर मैंने नहीं किया तो वो perfect नहीं होगा, तो तुम मत करो, मैं ही कर लेती हूँ, right? मतलब अगर घर पे खाना, मतलब अगर 10 लोग खाना खाने आ रहे हैं, my mother-in-law will say, तुम किचन से बाहर जाओ, मैं कर लूंगी सब. I'm like, okay, yay, I'm going by. Right? क्योंकि तुम नहीं ठीक से बना पाओगी, मैं कर लेती हूँ, आज we can't take a chance. I'm like, really happy, cool, let's do it. Right? So when you don't trust other people, remember I said your inner world creates your outer world. So if you are saying, I don't think you can do it well, I don't think you will be able to handle it, the universe is saying, Tathastu, yes. So then they will make a mistake, not because they don't know how to do it, because you are expecting them to screw up. The universe is saying all the time, Tathastu. You won't be able to do it, Tathastu. Nobody understands me, Tathastu. मुझे सब अकेले ही करना पड़ता है हमेशा, Tathastu. Nobody gives me love and respect in this house, Tathastu. किसी को मेरी पड़ी नहीं है, Tathastu. अगर मैंने गलती की तो सब डांटेंगे, तथास्तु. अगर उसने गलती की तो कोई नहीं डांटेगा, बट मेरी क्लास सब लेंगे, तथास्तु. Right? So look at what are you saying, and that is creating your world. अच्छा, अब किसी ने पूछा कि हाँ बट मैंने तो हेल्प मांगी थी, बट किसी ने हेल्प नहीं की. आपने हेल्प किस एजेंडा से मांगी थी? Now I have done enough and more sessions. Okay, I have done, I think 30-40,000 hours of research on this. और मैं definitely confidence के साथ बता सकती हूँ कि when you are asking for help and nobody is helping you, it's because you A, don't really want to be helped. B, you want to prove कि देखो मैंने तो help मांगी but कोई help करता ही नहीं यहाँ पे. You are, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you really need to sit with yourself and ask, भाई इतना क्या तुमको prove करना है कि मैं यहाँ अकेली जंग लड़ रही हूँ, मेरा कोई help नहीं कर रहा है. You have to really let go of that need to be a lonely player. जब तक आप वो नहीं जाने दोगे, you will not allow yourself to receive help from anyone else. And then obviously you will be bitter, you will be cranky, you will be tired, you will feel like everybody is taking you for granted. अच्छा, अब मैं एक चीज बता दूं, and let me share a real story. So my husband is the younger son, very very pampered child. उन्होंने आज तक पानी का ग्लास किचन से जाके नहीं लिया, you know, to make मैगी भी उनको बनाना नहीं आता. Like he is completely your typical Indian boy जिसको मम्मा ने बहुत बिगाड़ा है. And to all the mamas here, I'm very mad at all of you. But ठीक है, so जब COVID हुआ, so he is somebody who says कि you know, you want to keep a servant, you keep a servant, तुम मुझे काम मत दो, मैं कुछ नहीं करने वाला, ठीक है? तो don't eat my head. I'll give you money. You want to keep a cook, keep a servant, keep a full-time house help. बच्चों के लिए maid रख दो. Don't tell me to do anything. मैं नहीं करने वाला. So I was, and unfortunately my mother-in-law was the other side who said, नहीं नहीं हम maids नहीं रखेंगे, हम सब अपने आप करेंगे. So मेरी बीच में tug of war में पिस जाती मैं. But जब COVID हुआ, okay, I was really worried. जब बोला ना कि 21 days लॉकडाउन या कुछ ऐसे 3 weeks पहले अनाउंस किया था, मेरी तो हवा टाइट हो गई थी. मैंने बोला यार मर गए, अब सब कुछ अकेले करना पड़ेगा. इन लॉज आर ऑब्वियसली एज्ड, मैं उनको एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकती. हस्बैंड कुछ करेंगे नहीं, बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं, तो एक ही बकरा बचा है घर में, एंड दैट इज मी. आई सैट विथ माई सेल्फ, आई सेड नथिंग डूइंग. मैंने फर्स्ट क्लास में जो दिखाया था, हाउ टू चेंज योर पैटर्न्स एंड डू विजन वर्क. So I sat with myself, I wrote down all the points of views I had. Oh my God, मैं तो मर जाऊंगी, मुझे ये सब अकेले करना पड़ेगा, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. सब मैंने लिखा, उसको कैंसिल किया. Second thing I did, I created a vision. I created कि सब हेल्प कर रहे हैं, सत्ते पे सत्ता स्टाइल. कुछ ये कर रहा है, कोई वो कर रहा है, कोई थोड़ा सा बर्तन में हेल्प कर रहा है, बच्चे झाड़ू कर रहे हैं, कोई शूज चढ़ा रहा है, कोई कपड़े सुखा रहा है. आई विजुअलाइज कि सब, ऑल हैंड्स ऑन बोर्ड. मैं अकेली सुपर वुमन बन के मरने नहीं वाली. Everybody is helping और खुशी खुशी हेल्प कर रहा है. Visualize कि everybody is happily helping me. Now here's what happened. Literally, all 6 of us in the house took up little responsibilities, and it was 6 months that we had to do. 21 days became 6 months. But 6 months में, of course, हम सब पागल हो गए. But मैं अकेली पागल और cranky नहीं हुई. Okay, so I was not superwoman for sure. क्योंकि मैं ये नहीं बोल रही थी कि नहीं मैं सब कर लूंगी और फिर रोज रात बैठ के I'm so tired. मेरे को
प्लीज थोड़ा सा रिपीट कर देंगे, किस चीज के बारे में बता रहे हैं आप? मेरा कॉल आ गया था मैम.
COVID में I was talking about my family, getting help from my family.
For
Okay,
your business or for your family cooking and all?
for the housework.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So when I started that vision work, मेरा बहुत ही क्लियर था कि मुझे कोई थप्पा नहीं चाहिए, कोई बैज नहीं चाहिए, कोई सर्टिफिकेट नहीं चाहिए, कोई सुपरवुमन का टाइटल नहीं चाहिए. आई एम ह्यूमन, मैं अकेले सब नहीं कर सकती. एवरीबडी हैज टू सपोर्ट एवरीबडी, अदरवाइज मैं पागल हो जाऊंगी या किसी का तो खून ही कर दूंगी. ओके, सो वी ऑल केम टुगेदर. अब now here's the amazing part. My husband, who till 40 years had never entered the kitchen, he was cooking dinner 3 times a week because I trusted him. Okay, and he would Google recipes कि toast sandwich, open toast pizza sandwich, कभी pasta, कभी ये वो simple recipes. ये नहीं कि वो बड़ी elaborate recipes बनाते थे, but I was okay with that. I was okay, and he would say, जानकी मुझे चॉपिंग करना नहीं आता, प्लीज मुझे थोड़ा सा चॉप करके दे दो. I said हाँ, उतनी हेल्प मैं कर दूंगी. Right? So all I'm trying to say is that are you willing to receive help? Are you willing to say हाँ 19-20 थोड़ा होगा बट चलेगा? Otherwise if you're saying नहीं जब तक मैं नहीं करूंगी वो परफेक्ट नहीं होगा, तो तुम सब जाओ मैं ही कर लूंगी, फिर करो, बनो सुपर वुमन. Okay? So it requires you to say, it's okay, I'm willing to receive help. It's okay, I'm willing to share the credit. It's okay if it's not a perfect job, but 70-80% भी हुआ, it's okay. अब हमने बीच बीच में बच्चे भी बर्तन करते थे, एंड उनको बड़ा मजा आता था बिकॉज ऑल फोम एंड सोप एंड साबुन का पानी लेके बबल्स बनाना, तो थोड़ा सा गंदा भी होता. तो माय मदर इन लॉ, अरे यार ये डबल. आई सेड इट्स ओके, उतना मैं आजू बाजू का क्लीन कर लूंगी, उसको करने तो अपनी अपनी एक एक प्लेट. लेट देम लर्न. राइट? अगेन इट वाज वेयर आई हैड सीन माय मदर इन लॉ पैम्पर माय हस्बैंड कंप्लीटली कि नहीं उन्होंने तो आज तक एक चम्मच भी नहीं उठाई. इसे उठाने दो यार, आगे जाके द गर्ल्स दे गेट मैरिड टू विल गिव मी गालीज. आई सेड नहीं प्लीज उनको करने दो, अभी से सीखने दो हाउ टू कुक, हाउ टू वॉश, हाउ टू फोल्ड देयर ओन क्लोथ्स. Okay, how to go down and wash the car also. And my mother-in-law would be scandalized कि तुम तो मतलब full चुड़ैल हो. I said it's okay. And that's where tomorrow we'll be discussing the elegance of being a bitch. Right? It's okay. But today, my boys, whenever anyone meets them, okay, now my boys are 8 and 12. 4 years back, they were 4 and 8, I think. Yeah. Right? They were young. But today when they go out, everybody says, wow, your boys are so independent. They know how to do this also. They know how to do this also. They are never like lost. वो हमारे घर आके भी हमें हेल्प करते हैं. तो wherever they go, people are so impressed. तो सुपर वुमन तो मैं बन ही गई ना. Okay, so now open to questions. I'm done with sharing what I wanted to share. And please raise your hands if you would like to share your thoughts, if you would like to ask me a question. Please feel free. Yes, Vinita, go ahead. Vinita, you can unmute yourself and ask me a question. I'll just change setting. Okay. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, so I second what all you said, more than our generation, because our generation has been more on the work front, I guess. I'm not generalizing the facts, so no offenses to the aged ladies or the females who are from my mom's generation. But I could see these conditioning and patterns a lot in my mom and, like, ladies of her age. Number one, the OCPD, the obsessive compulsive perfectionist disorder, that they want, or I can say maybe the cognitive distortion of all or nothing. If everything is done their way, only then it is correct. And here, what all you said, that, to remove that cape. So let me share on this platform. I absolutely enjoy my sleep. I am a little late riser in the family. So earlier, I used to always fall in that trap of guilt and shame. Feeling guilty of not getting up early and then feeling very ashamed. How can I do this? Being the mother, this is not something that is becoming of me. But since past few weeks, or I may say past few months, I declare it all around. I absolutely enjoy my sleep. I love my sleep. I wake up really energetic after I have enjoyed my sleep unapologetically. So I always use this word to train my subconscious mind that I do not have to be apologetic for it. So yeah, gradually training does work. It shows wonders. And like whatever you are saying, everything is relatable. Like from the first day session till date, I could relate to everything coming like from what all roles we all are playing. So I really appreciate you for that.
Thank you. Amazing, amazing. And yes, that reminds me, not only sleep, right? Even I'm somebody who loves to sleep till late. I'm not a morning person. ये अलग बात है कि सुबह 6 बजे उठ के पूरा रोटी सब्जी दाल चावल ब्रेकफास्ट लंच सब कुछ बना के बच्चों को 7 o'clock जब भेजना होता है. Mornings are madness. But one thing that I started doing, I remember when I started practicing self-love, I would eat dinner first in the family. 6:30-7 बजे मैं dinner पहले कर लेती. I said when my stomach is full, then if they take half an hour to eat, I'll not be cranky while feeding them. Right? I'll be feeding them happily कि हाँ और एक गाना गा देती हूँ और एक story बोल देती हूँ. But if I'm also hungry, and then if you're taking time, I'm going to have like those horns ready to come and get irritated and shout at people. So yes, it does make sense to let yourself sleep in, let yourself eat first, fill your own cup first with love, appreciation, rest, and permissions, right? And again, one thing, let me tell you, and this is something which I would like to share. जो ladies हैं जो अभी की, like people who are my mother-in-law's age, so 60 plus, I love you a lot. So please don't forget, I'm coming from a very loving space. But वो जब हमें like youngsters को judge करती है कि ये आजकल की लड़कियां तो बहुत ही in Gujarati we say jabri, but I don't know in your Hindi में क्या कहते हैं. Like she's very help me here with words. I need to take Hindi classes. Rude. Shrewd. Not, yeah, okay, maybe shrewd, very strong-headed, very self-centered. हाँ, ठीक है. So whatever words you use, let me tell you, when one woman judges another woman and gives these titles, it's because also they hate themselves for never having given themselves the permission to actually do what they wanted to do. And when I initially started pointing that very gently to my mother-in-law, she would get very angry कि नहीं ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. But then she's like, हाँ हमें कभी ये मौका ही नहीं मिला, हमें किसी ने परमिशन ही नहीं दी, हमें इतना गट्स ही नहीं था कि हम बोले कि नहीं मैं पहले खाना खाऊंगी, मुझे बहुत भूख लगती है, मैं 9 बजे तक नहीं रुक सकती, मैं 7 बजे खा लूंगी. So when she started realizing it, she said, हाँ actually बात तो सही है. I would have loved to do this, but we didn't have the guts. अगर हम में guts होता, जैसे like some of the other friends, किसी 100 में से एक का अगर गट्स था और उन्हें कर लिया तो ये क्या कर रही है? How is she, right? So when you judge another person for being a certain way, it is because you want to be it, but you are not giving yourself the permission to be it, which is why you hate the people who are giving themselves the permission and not depriving themselves of it. Please write this down, right? Whenever you are judging someone, it's because you also want to do that. So think of this. If you see somebody wearing very hot clothes, there's a girl who's dressed beautifully, matlab bilkul looking like a pataka, okay, amazing. And you're like, oh my God, did you see the blouse was so backless, ye wo? तुम्हें भी करना है, okay? You don't have the guts to do it. Please appreciate कि यार इसमें guts है, एक दिन मैं भी करूंगी. Let that irritation and judgment become your inspiration. I do that. The time I see myself judging another woman, I say, wait, this is my inspiration. एक दिन मैं भी करूंगी. Okay. So whether you see a woman making a lot of money, whether you see a woman resting, sleeping, eating first, wearing something amazing, spending on herself, going for spa, instead of judging her, remind yourself, actually, I would also love this. मैं भी करूंगी. You are my inspiration. I will get that. Okay. Because when you start appreciating other women, subconsciously, you are also making it safe for you to make that choice. When you are judging other women, you are making it unsafe for you to make that choice, because you will always subconsciously live in the fear कि लोग मुझे भी judge करेंगे, and I don't want to be judged, so नहीं करते, right? So start changing your irritation into your inspiration so that you can start giving yourself more and more permission to do what you would truly love. And a woman that you judge is just giving you a mirror. So if you judge them, you are jealous of them, प्लीज रिमेंबर, आपको भी ये करना है. दिल से करो यार, उनको भी परमिशन दो, खुद को भी परमिशन दो. We'll all be happier together, right?
Can I
Amazing.
say something, ma'am?
Yes,
Can I
Sakshi,
cite an example?
keep it short.
शॉर्ट ठीक है पक्का. मैम एक्चुअली मतलब मैंने ये चीज अपने में देखी है कि मैं पॉजिटिव देखती हूँ. लाइक जानकी मैम को देखूंगी तो आई विल सी कि शी इज स्माइलिंग एंड टॉकिंग, शी इज टेकिंग गुड एग्जांपल्स, हर फैमिली एग्जांपल्स आल्सो. बट अब मुझे रियलाइज हो रहा है कि जो मेरे साथ मेरी प्रॉब्लम सिस्टर इन लॉ ने की है, कहीं ना कहीं शी वाज जेलस ऑफ माय क्लोथ्स और माय फैमिली स्टेटस, और बिकॉज आई वांट टू डू जॉब आफ्टर मैरिज और आई वांट टू डू एमबीए. तो मैं समझ रही हूँ कि हम दूसरी वुमेन को देख के इंस्पायर हो. अगर हम जेलस होंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं हम उसके से चिढ़ रहे हैं. अब दीदी अगर दिल्ली में रह के शॉर्ट क्लोथ्स पहनती है, डिस्को जाती है, तो मैं उन्हें जज करती हूँ. बट मैं वो करना नहीं चाहती. बट मैं सोचती हूँ कि वो जैन होके, हमारी फैमिली के होके शॉर्ट कपड़े ना पहने, ड्रिंक ना करें, नॉनवेज ना खाएं, मैं ये सब करना नहीं चाहती. पर मैं उन्हें जज कर रही हूँ, वो भी गलत है. आई शुड नॉट जज. और अगर कोई मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है, शॉर्ट ड्रेस अच्छी लग रही है, कोट, मुझे कॉर्पोरेट कोट्स अच्छे लगते हैं कि मैं जॉब भी ना करूं तो अपनी फैक्ट्री में, अपने कॉलेज में कॉर्पोरेट कोट्स पहनूं. सो दैट इज गुड. अगर प्रियंका चोपड़ा मुझे अच्छी लगती है, मम्मी जी को नहीं अच्छी लगती कि फॉरेनर से शादी कर ली, छोटे से कर ली, बट आई फील नो शी इज कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ. यार मिस वर्ल्ड है, अपने एक्टिंग कर रही है, शी इज नॉट बैड वुमेन, शी इज
Yeah,
डूइंग अ कॉन्फिडेंट वर्क. प्रियंका चोपड़ा
yeah,
या मलाइका
absolutely.
अरोड़ा
So,
गलत नहीं है. हो सकता है अर्जुन कपूर गलत हो या उसका हस्बैंड गलत हो. वाई वी ऑलवेज जज, मतलब पुराने ऑर्थोडॉक्सी से ना.
yeah.
टेम्पलेट कैसे
So,
चेंज करूं, दूसरों का अपना ही चेंज करना पड़े.
yeah, that is the perfect thing. You start being the change you want to see. If you would wish, I wish other women were more supportive of me, you start being supportive of other women. If you wish other people would be more appreciating of me, you start being more appreciative of yourself. If you wish, I wish they would give me permission to do what I want to do, you start giving yourself the permission. If you feel I want them to make me feel special, you make yourself feel special, right? That's how you will start building the muscle of self-care, self-love. Okay? Awesome. Yes, Purvi.
हम परमिशन तो देते हैं, बट फैमिली रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. अगर मैं अपनी खुद की फैक्ट्री में भी जाऊं तो मुझे डर रहता है कि मुझे कार ड्राइव करनी है, 20 मिनट्स की ड्राइव है, छोटा बेटे की बस आने वाली है, मम्मी जी नहीं जाएंगी बस में लेने, सर्वेंट की वाइफ को भेजेंगी, फिर वो मोबाइल देखेगा, शॉप से चॉकलेट खाएगा. इतनी टेंशन में कैसे ड्राइव करूं, कैसे फैक्ट्री संभालूं. ये छोटी छोटी बातें हैं जो एक जॉइंट फैमिली, अग्रवाल फैमिली में ना, कि नहीं तुम स्कूटी से नहीं जाओगी, हमारी रेपुटेशन गिर जाएगी। और मतलब मैं तो खुद ही चाहती हूँ मैम, मैं बिना ड्राइवर के रहूँ, इंडिपेंडेंट बनूँ।
Yeah,
कि खुद
good,
की फैक्ट्री है, मैं उसे देखना ही तो चाहती हूँ, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग करना चाहती हूँ।
good. Do that. Do that. Awesome. Yes, Purvi.
Hi, Janki. In life, there are certain decisions you need to make, or maybe you have made, which made you to stand alone against the whole world. Like the country we live in, certain things are not accepted in the society, like going for a divorce or this thing. The girl becomes totally like many people, not only like she is facing uh, so many wars within herself. At the same time, the world also looks at her as looks down upon her, and she, even though she doesn't want like to be alone, but she has to stand alone, and she has to go against the world, and nobody wants her as a burden. That time she has to go alone, and everything she has to do it by herself. And many people will not even like to get her as a burden or not willing, because she is going against the norms of the society or this thing. Then how she has to go about it? Because like, even though if you wanted help, you found yourself totally alone.
Yeah. So, Purvi, thank you for asking that question. It's an important question. And this again and again and again, I will repeat. Remember, your point of view is creating your reality. If you have decided at a very core level, I am alone, there's nobody with me, nobody wants me, nobody understands me, nobody cares for me, मुझे ये जीवन का पूरा सफर अकेले तय करना है. Okay, so when your that core belief is so strong that I am alone, nobody will want you, nobody will come and walk with you, nobody will support you, and life will keep becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. Tathastu. Right? Yes, you are alone. तुम्हें सब अकेले ही करना है. So to get rid of that, you will have to, at a conscious level, start saying like, Arey, I'm so happy everybody started supporting me, everybody started loving and caring for me. I'm so happy, मैं जहाँ जाती हूँ I get people जो मेरी बहुत help करते हैं, मुझे कभी अकेला महसूस नहीं कर देते. Even strangers on the road, बस में भी traffic में भी I get help. So you will just have to start giving forward gratitude for the state that you want. And like I say, visualize that you are receiving help, love, care from strangers also, from your family members also, from friends, old, new, from everywhere. Okay. So when that will happen, I want you to just consciously see again at a subconscious level that need is, if I'm alone and I do everything by myself, मुझे कोई award मिल जाएगा, superwoman, मैं हो जाऊंगी. But we don't want to be superwoman. Tell yourself, you've proved, you're done. थप्पा दे दिया मैंने कि yes, you are worthy, you are superwoman. You don't need to be superwoman anymore. Chill. Allow yourself to be helped. Let people support your journey. Right?
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
In this,
listen, it's a muscle you need to build. Every day, little work of that will help you to get on track. Every day you have to do it. Nothing will change overnight, right? And even if it will change overnight, at an internal level, at an external level, you still need to keep reinforcing consciously. मतलब चाहे मैं रात को वो मेडिटेशन लगा के यू आर विलिंग टू रिसीव हेल्प, यू आर विलिंग टू रिसीव हेल्प, इट इज सेफ फॉर यू टू रिसीव हेल्प, वो सब लगा के कर भी लूं, still in my waking state, I will have to even consciously let people help me. A lot of times, being alone and being hyper independent is a trauma response from a part when you were rejected in your childhood or at some lifetime and nobody was there to help you and you said नहीं कोई help नहीं करेगा, मुझे सब अकेले ही करना है, मुझे किसी की help ही नहीं चाहिए. So we become hyper independent. I don't need anyone's help, right? So you have to start slowly, telling yourself, it is safe for me to receive help. It is safe for me to let people into my world. Maybe they'll reject me, but I won't reject me, right? And again, little every day, you'll get that. And you are
And
part of the
how
1 year
does,
program. You are part of the
sorry?
I'm saying you are part of the 1 year coaching program. So don't worry. By
Yes,
the time your 1 year ends, definitely you will be in a different state. Yeah.
I have no doubt. When you are there with me, I'm always happy.
Amazing.
Where does the dark night of soul comes into picture within this scene?
Dark night of the soul, mujhe pata nahi. Okay, so I'm not sure, or I'm not really. So sorry, I'm not somebody who's ever. I mean, I know what dark night of the soul is, but I don't know it enough to talk about it. But I'll tell you one thing: we have all written our scripts end to end, pre-birth. Right? It's just the way a movie is first scripted, then the characters are chosen, locations are chosen, costumes are chosen, setups. So सारी चीजें हमने लिख के हम यहाँ आए हैं. So even that dark night of the soul is something you wrote and you knew you were supposed to go through it to come out as a, it's like a seed. For a seed to grow into a beautiful, big, strong tree, it has to first be in the dark, damp, cold, lonely soil alone for a few days, right? And maybe that's your dark night of the soul, where you are cold, lonely, and alone. But now, when you go through it, you're going to bloom into a beautiful tree. So if your dark night of the soul is going on, let yourself be reminded that you're going to grow into something beautiful.
Thank you,
survive.
Janki. Thank you. Thank
You
you
will
so
survive.
much for being there with me. And I'm getting chills now. I love you.
Love you
Chills.
too.
Like,
Yes. Yes, Dr. Manisha, did you want to share something?
Yeah, I'm 54-year-old. You might be very young. अब मुझे I can counsel my patients very well. जैसे आप अपने ये सब क्लाइंट को गाइड करते हो, ये सब मैं भी कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन I cannot help myself. Even though I'm successful doctor, I think so. My patients are blessing me a lot. But ये आप सुपर वुमन का बोल रहे हो ना, तो मैं ऐसे करके इतना सुपर वुमन बन गई. आई कैन डू एवरीथिंग. तो मुझे सबने बोला कि यू वांट दैट टाइम, लेकिन मैं हमेशा ये सोचती हूँ कि मुझे ब्लेसिंग मिली है कि आई कैन डू एवरीथिंग. और सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या हुआ कि आई कैन नॉट हैंडल एनीबॉडीज टॉन्ट. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरी सास ने हमेशा यही मुझे बोला कि मैं कोई नौकरानी थोड़ी आप लोगों की घर की, आई विल मैनेज योर किड्स. My mahal was like that. Okay. So even though after 27 years of my practice, not a single day कि मैंने मेरी बेटी को स्कूल पे नहीं भेजा हो. I am gynecologist. You know my emergency work. So I used to stay awake whole night, or in the morning at the 6 a.m. I'll be there with my kids. Okay. My daughter understands me a lot. बट मैं अभी भी वो क्रॉस नहीं कर पाई कि मैं इन लोगों के टॉन्ट को कैसे हैंडल करूं. और वो टॉन्ट को हैंडल नहीं करने की वजह से मैं धीरे धीरे इवन माय गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल वर्क आई कैन हैंडल एवरीथिंग आई यू लर्न. और मुझे ये नहीं समझ गया कि दिस इज गुड थिंग और बैड थिंग. क्योंकि सब कुछ आ गया मुझे उसकी वजह से. आई कैन हैंडल इवन पुलिस ऑल्सो, आई कैन हैंडल गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल ऑल्सो, आई कैन हैंडल कोर्ट ऑल्सो. वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि दिस इज गुड और बैड.
पहले तो मैं आपको सर्टिफिकेट दे दूं, डॉक्टर मनीषा मारपटिया, यू आर अ सुपर वुमन. आपको हमेशा पूरी दुनिया रिमेम्बर करेगी एज अ सुपर वुमन, सुपर डॉक्टर, सुपर मदर, सुपर डॉटर इन लॉ एंड सुपर फ्रेंड एंड काउंसलर. ओके, अब मुझे ये बताइए, व्हाट इज द टॉन्ट दैट यू आर सो अफ्रेड ऑफ?
हमेशा मेरी साथ यही बोलती थी कि आई एम नॉट योर सर्वेंट कि मैं मेरी बेटियों का ख्याल रखूं, ये करूं, इट इज योर ड्यूटी। नो डाउट हमारे घर में ऐसा माहौल भी है।
Taunt क्या था, वो शब्द क्या था, वो शब्द क्या था जो आप सुनना नहीं चाहते?
ये धर्मशाला नहीं है कि आप लोग आए गए, आपको भी यू हैव टू डू समथिंग। और मैं
हाँ
एवरीथिंग आई वाज डूइंग, इवन
हाँ,
शी वाज नॉट
तो
अलाउइंग मी टू
मतलब
ईट फूड आल्सो।
जस्ट बिकॉज आप काम कर रहे हो इसका ये मतलब नहीं घर को इग्नोर करना,
नहीं
राइट?
वही तो
तुम्हारी
मैंने
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज,
नहीं, मैंने एक भी बार आई यूज्ड टू कुक एवरीथिंग।
दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, राइट? मतलब कहने का ये टॉन्ट ये होता था कि बाहर करना है तो करो, बट घर का पहले करके जाना पड़ेगा, राइट? दिस इज एवरी वर्किंग
उसको बोलना
वुमन।
ही पड़ता था।
Yeah. So now just take a deep breath and close your eyes and think, if you would ask for help, or if you would be that person who said, मैं सब कुछ नहीं कर सकती, I need help also, right? I will not stay. I can stay awake all night and do it. Emergency होगा तो मैं कर भी लूंगी, but मुझे करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
वो
Okay,
मैंने
so
कभी नहीं कहा।
so which is what I'm saying. So visualize, if you said that, what is the worst thing that will happen?
आई डोंट नो बिकॉज माय मेमोरी वाज वेरी, बिकॉज मैंने बहुत झेला है।
No, but
बिकॉज
just imagine it. Just imagine, and this is for everybody, right? All of us who are doing more and more from the fear कि कोई कुछ बोल ना दे, right? या सास या सोसाइटी या इवन ऑफिस में बॉस बोलना दे कि भाई सो व्हाट, योर चाइल्ड और मदर इन लॉ इज अनवेल, तुम्हें ऑफिस में तो रहना पड़ेगा, एंड मदर इन लॉ विल से सो व्हाट, इतना काम है बट घर पे तो करना ही पड़ेगा. व्हाट आर वी अफ्रेड ऑफ बीइंग? जस्ट थिंक इन योर हेड्स. व्हाट आर यू अफ्रेड ऑफ गेटिंग लेबल्ड एज?
नहीं मालूम, लेकिन बस डर बैठ गया है क्योंकि बहुत छोटी थी मेरी बेटी और
मैं
मैं
वही कह
इमरजेंसी
रही
में
हूँ, वो
गई
डर
थी।
क्या है, उसको सामने लुक इन टू दी आईज, वो डर क्या है?
केयरलेस मदर, केयरलेस मदर,
केयरलेस, ओके,
नहीं,
वेरी गुड. केयरलेस, व्हाट एल्स?
ज्यादा एम्बिशियस हो आप, ज्यादा
एम्बिशियस,
एम्बिशियस हो आप, थोड़ा
केयरलेस.
सा काम करना चाहते हैं हाउसवाइफ के साथ भी, अपने अपने पर्सनल ग्रोथ के लिए,
Okay,
सेटिस्फेक्शन
so
के लिए.
hold it. I'm just looking at the titles. So write the words down. Careless, ambitious. Chat box में लिखो. What are those labels that you are afraid of?
यू आर नॉट गुड मदर।
Not a good mother. Very good. Write all this in the chat box, please, because I will clear this for you.
क्योंकि मैंने एक टाइम ऐसा था कि मुझे रात को सीजर करने जाना था और मैं फीडिंग करा के गई थी मेरी बेटी को, और रात को बेटी उठ गई, तो 2 बजे मैं जब वापस आई तो दे टोल्ड मी गेट आउट। वो मैं भूल नहीं पाती हूँ, वो कैसे भूलूं। मैं मेरे पेशेंट को काउंसिल करती हूँ, मेरे बहुत सारे पेशेंट ऐसे घर से भाग के आते हैं मेरी हॉस्पिटल पे कि हम लोग अब घर नहीं जाएंगे, कोई तो सुसाइड करने आ जाता है, तो हम लोग पूरी रात उसकी केयर करते हैं, उसको समझाते हैं और वापस घर छोड़ के आते हैं। हर एक को काउंसिल करते हैं, हस्बैंड वाइफ के रिलेशनशिप को भी मेंटेन करते हैं, हर एक चीज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मैं मेरे खुद के लिए नहीं कर सकती।
So can we do a group healing? Yeah, and all of us are going to channel our healing towards Dr. Manisha Marfat. Yeah, but remember, Ho'oponopono में ये कहते हैं, when you heal somebody else, you heal yourself. When you heal yourself, you heal everybody else. So this is for all the women who have somewhere or the other been rejected for being ambitious, for being self-centered, for not even being self-centered but still being called self-centered, for not even being selfish, doing everything but still it was never enough, right? So let's do this. So Dr. Manisha, so close your eyes right now, just follow my instructions. Close your eyes, and everybody close your eyes. And when they said that to you, right, ki no, don't, or they didn't allow you in, or they said get out, or whatever they said to you, feel that pain, feel that pain. And tell me, where in your body are you feeling something?
दिल पे लगता है।
Yeah, heart, right? Okay, awesome. And what are you feeling? आप क्या feel कर रहे हो?
Rejected,
Yeah, and
annoyed,
rejected and
annoyed,
annoyed. Yes, okay.
even though इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद they try to downgrade you.
Hmm.
बहुत सारी help की,
He's a counselor.
emotionally, financially, everything.
Yeah.
अब मेरी
Yeah.
बेटियां भी डॉक्टर बन रही है, तो मुझे लगा कि मेरे लिए मैं कुछ अब करूं, तो लेकिन सब हो गया ऐसा लग रहा है, पता नहीं.
So just focus on your heart area. आपने बोला यहाँ पे कुछ हो रहा है, right? So what are you feeling here? Physically क्या feel हो रहा है? भारीपन लग रहा है? क्या लग रहा है?
थोड़ा palpitation होगा और कुछ नहीं.
Palpitation हो रहा है, very good. And on a scale of 1 to 10, कितना intense है ये palpitation?
इतना नहीं है, because बहुत सारा झेल के अब आई एम वेरी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई हूँ.
नहीं कोई
बहुत
बात नहीं, but just stay with it. Today I don't want to meet the part of you which is strong. Today I want to meet the part of you which is ready to heal this today, once and for all, right? So you're feeling palpitations on a scale of 1 to 10. कितना intense है ये अभी? It's okay if it's not too intense.
110, not more than 110.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it is 110.
Means my pulse rate will be not more than 110.
अच्छा, okay,
My
ठीक है.
palpitation, देखो, normal heartbeat will be 72.
अच्छा,
Okay, when you will
आप
get
डॉक्टर की जैसे बात कर रहे हैं.
palpitation,
Okay,
it will be more than 100.
या
My heartbeat will not be more than
नहीं
110.
नहीं मैं सिंपल पूछ रही हूँ कि when on a scale of 1 to 10, अगर 0 and 1 is एकदम ही कम palpitations बढ़ रहे हैं and 10 is बहुत ही ज्यादा like boom
नहीं.
हो
So
रहा है.
I'll grade only 2, 3.
2 to 3 on 10. Perfect. So just feel that hurt, pain, anger, rejection, जो भी आपने feel किया था, annoyance, which is showing up as little slight palpitations. आपके body में और कहीं कुछ feel हो रहा है?
नहीं.
Okay. Perfect. So right now, I just want you to watch the palpitations. जो simple 2 or 3 पे है, watch that palpitation, and as you're watching that palpitation, just keep taking deep breaths. Simple, gentle, deep breaths. And as you watch it, visualize the you on the day that this happened. उस दिन को याद कीजिए. उस दिन आपको क्या फील हुआ था, कितना इंटेंसली फील हुआ था? Can you feel that? Yeah. And as you feel it, I want you to look at that Manisha from that day, who is probably standing there crying, feeling really miserable, right?
Yeah.
उसका हाथ पकड़ के उसको लेके जाओ. Find a bench or a sofa somewhere. कहीं तो जाके बैठो. Just take her and sit.
Okay.
And as you take her and sit, just put your hand around her and tell her, I know it's not your fault. I know you were doing your best. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. मुझे पता है तुमने कोई गलती नहीं की. I know you are absolutely doing everything you can as a doctor. You have a duty towards your patients. As a gynecologist, that's even more important because you don't know when a cesarean, when a delivery will come up. And yet I know you are doing everything you can possibly to make sure you're not living in a dharamshala. You are doing your best. I see all the efforts you're putting in, and I'm proud of you. I wouldn't have you do anything differently because I know you are already being extra thoughtful and taking care of everything. And maybe if you want, you can give her a hug and let her feel that safety in your arms. Is she feeling little safer, little calmer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as she feels safer and calmer, just look at her in her eyes, hold both her hands, look at her in her eyes and tell her, and Manisha, I don't want you to feel I have to prove anything just because I'm a working woman. I have to overcompensate by making sure I stay up all night. I have to do everything. I don't want you to do all this. There is no need. It's okay for you to learn to ask for help, to learn to say, बस मेरे से इतना ही होगा और नहीं होगा. It's okay for you to do two things less. We will figure out a way. We will learn to get help. You don't have to take the burden of making sure you are doing extra so that nobody tells you or nobody taunts you about anything. Just tell her, I love you. I know you are more than good enough. You are already doing more than you need to. I'm proud of you, but I want you to know अब उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. It's okay for you to be human.
I just want to forget that scene.
Yeah. And if people call you a bad mother, ambitious, you are treating this house like a dharamshala and all, they will say it so that they can control you by their taunts. If you get affected, means they are succeeding in controlling you. तो वो controls हम वापस ले लें.
It is, आप जो बोल रहे हैं सच में ऐसा ही है, because I am controlled by their taunts. वो
Yeah.
मैं overcome नहीं कर पाई.
So can
बाकी
we
हर
take
जगह
that,
पे strong हुई,
can we
लेकिन ये
take that
overcome नहीं
remote
कर पाई.
control? Can we take that remote control back today? And this is for the entire group and you. Yeah?
Yeah.
हाँ. So let's start. हाँ मैं हूँ bad mother.
हूँ मैं bad mother.
हाँ मैं हूँ ambitious.
हूँ मैं ambitious.
मैं सेल्फ सेंटर्ड हूँ, सेल्फिश हूँ, बैड हूँ. हाँ ये धर्मशाला है. हाँ मैं हूँ चुड़ैल भी हूँ, सब कुछ ही हूँ. हमें पता है हम नहीं है, बट अगर हम वो बोलने से कतराएंगे तो वो हमें कंट्रोल करेंगे. सो यू आर फर्स्ट ओनली सेइंग हाँ मैं हूँ. आई एम अ बैड पर्सन, आई एम अ बैड मदर, आई एम अ बैड हाउस कीपर, आई एम अ बैड वाइफ, बैड डॉटर इन लॉ. हूँ मैं खराब, राइट? मैं नहीं हूँ
बराबर.
मैं सीख रही हूँ और मुझसे जितना होगा मैं करूंगी. अगर नहीं होगा मैं नहीं करूंगी.
बराबर.
Let's take that remote control back from their hands. Yeah?
बराबर.
So I want all the women out here, put a hand on your heart, uncover your horns, devil horns, uncover your devil horns, and please admit to yourself with a big smile, yes, I am a bad mother. Yes, I am a bad wife. Yes, I'm a bad daughter-in-law. But I'm not a bad woman because I'm standing up for myself.
मुझे दुख कब होता है कि जब उसके बेटे ने किसी ने सुना नहीं उसकी बात. उसने, मेरी सास ने बोला कि मैं तो मर जाऊंगी कैंसर से, और मैं सीजर के लिए जा रही थी रात को 11 बजे के बाद. तो मैंने इमीडिएट आके उनको चेक किया. विद इन 3 days उनका ऑपरेट करा दिया, सब कुछ हो गया, एवरीथिंग, शी वाज नॉर्मल. तो भी उसने ये नहीं बोला कि चल किसी ने नहीं सुना, और इसने सब कुछ फटाफट सब ट्रीटमेंट करा दिया, ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हुआ, ये सब कुछ करा दिया. लेकिन शी नेवर appreciate, rather still she is bullying me.
So, Dr. Manisha, can you now appreciate yourself? उन्होंने नहीं किया तो नहीं किया. Can you do it? कि Manisha, I am so proud of you. You did everything. Right? You did everything. 3 दिन में सब कुछ connections करके, operation करवा के, ये वो करवा के, you did everything. Please right hand उठाओ. एक थप्पा यहाँ लगा दो, एक थप्पा यहाँ लगा दो. I am worthy. I am good enough. Please appreciate yourself.
पता नहीं झूठ मैं अब मुझे लगता है कि नहीं मैं तो डॉक्टर हूँ आई कैन नॉट इवन मेरे दुश्मन को भी मैं कभी गलत एडवाइस नहीं देती तो मैं इनको थोड़ी कर
गलत
रही
एडवाइस की बात नहीं है. This is about you learning to appreciate and acknowledge what you are doing because still you don't acknowledge it. हम सबसे मांगते हैं कि appreciate me, but you're not appreciating yourself. Why should I appreciate you?
ओके
Right? And not only are you not appreciating yourself, you are dismissing everything you're doing. You're invalidating everything you're doing, which is what the way you treat yourself is the way others treat you. The way you treat yourself is how others treat you. So if you are saying कि यार मैंने इतना किया but इसका कोई फायदा ही नहीं है मतलब एटलीस्ट वो तो नहीं किया ना जो वो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे. Why will anyone appreciate you if you don't appreciate yourself? Okay. So I am more than enough. I love myself. I know I'm doing my best every single day. Everything I'm doing is the maximum I can do. On some days, maximum looks this much. On some days is this much. Some days is this much. Some days is this much. Every day we come with different energy levels. And each day I'm doing my best. And that is enough for me to know. कोई और appreciate करे या ना करे, मुझे पता है I'm doing enough. I am proud of you. Every day you look into the mirror and say, I'm proud of you, Manisha. मुझे पता है, you're doing your best. You're doing your best. It's okay if it's not enough for others. उनके तो never ending expectations पे कोई tax थोड़ी ना है. तो वो तो कुछ भी expect कर लेंगे. But I know you are doing enough. Right? So now check your palpitations. How much is it?
बराबर है रिलैक्स हो गई हूँ थोड़ी हो गई हूँ बस ये भूलना है वो एक बार कर लूंगी वो भी कर लूंगी ये भूल
Every
जाऊंगी
day, and I want to give you this, and for all the women that have similar struggles, every day look into the mirror for 1 month. And every day, morning when you wake up and night before going to sleep, look yourself in the eye and say, I know you are doing your best. I know you are enough. I am proud of you. तुमने आज जितना भी किया काफी है. You don't have anything to prove to anyone. Right? And if they call you, you're not good enough, you're bad, you're this, you're that, हाँ मैं हूँ. खत्म.
Okay.
I remember Mary niece, she was, I think, 5 or 6 years old. She had come from America. And you know how daughters go, her grandmother, Nani, would tell her, तुम्हारी कितली डाई दिख रही छे. You're my such a good girl, na. Chalo do this for me. So she would go and fold the clothes. Or you're my डाई दिख रही ना, चलो खाई ले. So she would go and eat. And she said, अरे तुम्हारी कितली डाई दिख रही छे. You're such a good girl, na. Chalo go for a bath fast. तुम्हारी कितली डाई दिख रही छे. One day she understood. 5-6-year-old. She said, હું ડાઈ નથી, હું ગાંડી છું. I am mad. I'm not going to do anything. She realized these people are just controlling me by saying, तुम्हारी डाई दिख रही छे. You're my good girl. You're my good girl. They're all trying to control me. She said, get lost. I'm not a good girl anymore. Go to hell.
Ouch.
Ouch. So if my 5-6-year-old niece could understand that, and we have still not understood it, who's silly? Right? We're being silly. Okay? This is about you saying, yes, I've been silly till now, but no more. Ab tak jo hua wo hua, no more. Okay? So, Dr. Manisha, do you feel a little lighter, a little better? Put in that 1 month for yourself. Put in that 1 month of looking into the mirror every day, each one of you, and say, you are enough. I know you've done your best. I'm proud of you. Even if you made a mistake, I'm not mad at you. Let's learn from it. Let's do better next time, but I'm not mad at you. I'm not holding anything against you. Is that good? Everybody, give me a yes in the chat box if you're going to do 1 month of mirror work. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I like I like my youngest member here, Bhumika Dholakia. Is that your daughter?
Actually, my mother's here. Hi.
Hi. Yes, I know. I've been seeing the both of you. How
Yeah,
are you?
yeah.
You're my youngest
Actually,
participant. How old are you?
I'm actually 12.
12 years old. So cool.
Yeah.
And in which city and which school do you go to?
So, I'm in Surat and I study in PP Sawani, Cambridge in Abraham. And actually, I have a question and it's
Oh,
related to school. Yeah, so actually, a lot of boys in my class bully me. Sometimes they even get on my nerves. And I just keep minding my own business, but I don't know why they need to, just get under my skin, even when I don't do anything to them.
yeah.
And I just keep minding my own business, and they come to me and try to get my attention so that I can get angry. So when I get angry, they can just complain, about
So
me.
what is your name?
Vedanshi.
Vedanshi. Hi, Vedanshi. Thank you for asking that amazing question. So, what do they say to you which makes you angry?
Well, I cannot say that because they call me bad words and they just keep showering me with bad words. And, sometimes they even make a fool of me in front of the class. And, actually, I also study French in my school. So I actually have an African teacher. So he does not understand any Hindi or anything we say, right? In class, he only understands a little bit of English and fully French. So usually the boys would tease me with this boy Parikshit, and I would be like, okay, yeah, the sir doesn't understand anything. I get it, but why do you have to say it in front of him? Okay, if any teachers are not in class, you could say it too. I don't mind, but sometimes it gets out of limit. They even say it in front of that African teacher. So that just really gets on my nerve. One time I even tried to complain to the principal, but she told me to complain to the secondary head. She was not there. So I told that, okay, you got lucky. I'll complain next time, but now I'm just trying to let it go. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because they've been teasing me for years, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Vedanshi, wow. First of all, you're really strong to be having taken so many years of this and still be here smiling today and have the confidence to speak up in front of so many strangers. I am proud of you. Very well done to you and your mom as well.
Thank
One of the things you can do is remember that number one, no matter what they say, it can only affect you if you let it affect you, right? So if somebody calls me, like, let's say a monkey, and I know I'm not a monkey, so like, yeah, right, like you need to get your eyes, checked, but never mind. I'm not even going to waste my energy in saying that. Ignore and walk away. So the bullies get encouraged when you respond, right? So when you give a reaction is when they get more excited. So if you don't give a reaction, you take it away from them that, yeah, you can say everything you want. Good, like you're really proud, like that's your level of thinking. Well done, just ignore them completely. Number one. Number two, if it does get out of hand, let your mom come with you and go meet your whoever secondary coordinator and explain very carefully. Have a meeting with their parents as well. If it's going since so many years, there's no need for you to be a nice girl and put up with it. Totally, go all ninja and take their case. Uh, through your mom and your coordinator, and that is something you will need to let her also know that you have her back. Like, she's been fighting it very nicely so far alone, but she doesn't have to carry on fighting it by herself, right? So maybe it's time you stepped in and supported her, and if need be, catch those boys outside school. Like, I would totally go and catch them and like from my daughter. Okay. So, yeah, but definitely, I think it's nice of you to have put up with it for so long, but there's no need. Don't let it affect you. But even though it's not affecting you, you must definitely make sure that they put an end to it by addressing it through the right channel. If you've already done it at your level and it's not helping, involve the authorities in the right way proactively before it gets out of hand, before they think, oh, we can do more, right?
Yeah. What I usually do is when they tease me in French class, I usually just pay attention at my class and keep smiling, keep writing notes. And even like my best friends tease me, but I know that they tease me for fun because they're my close friends. So, but sometimes when it really gets on my nerves, I just say, talk to my hand, let me write notes. And I just smile and keep writing the notes. Yeah.
Yeah. And just one thing I would like to tell you, Vedanshi, is on the days that you feel like it gets under your skin, just take a moment to acknowledge, like, wow, I'm really getting affected here. Right? When you will acknowledge it for yourself, you are validating your own feelings and you take that pause. It is very powerful in making sure you're not pushing things under the carpet and baggage is not collecting. Okay, so just take that pause when you come home, acknowledge and say like, wow, today was really difficult, even though I was acting all like talk to the hand, but I know I was getting affected. Or talk to your mom about it and make sure you are validating and making sure that that is not just becoming baggage. Okay.
Yeah, well, what my thoughts say is like whenever they tease me, I just think that I should complain. And then whenever they tell me that, why do you keep complaining? That's the reason we don't like you. And I just say, then why do you make me complain? Like, who asked you to do all these things that are stupid and not even necessary?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you stop doing all these things like bullying and all that shit, I'm just
Would
gonna
not
stop.
have to complain.
Yeah, they keep doing bullshit.
Yeah. And maybe one of the things that have helped in the past when I have found myself in, sort of similar situations is I also laugh at myself. I'm like, yeah, that is so funny, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
huh? Like, okay, that's not giving us the reaction we want. So it kind of sucks the air out of their balloon. Let's try a few things, and of course, if you need any help beyond this conversation, because I know this is like a live call, which I had totally forgotten about. But please reach out to me separately. I'm here to support you if you need anything.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, we have gone, I think, way beyond time today. And I'm sorry, I see some hands are raised. Neha, Bhumika, and Pratibha, again, we will continue these conversations tomorrow. Let's please, I love that y'all are asking so many questions. I love that you're coming up with real things. Absolutely appreciate your shares. It is y'all that make this conversation amazing and real. So keep it coming. And I'm just going to read some comments. I mean, there was something that Pratibha wrote in the chat box. Let me just see this. I think most of the doctors are facing it. Myself, I have to give so many explanations to my husband to go on duty on Sundays, night duty. Each time I have to elaborate on my duty, convince them it's 24/7 doctor's job, cannot put a health worker in it. Feels very sad to make me question my worth. Yes, and please let me tell you this. When you will change that inside you, when you will stop feeling guilty, when you will stop feeling that I'm giving more importance to my patients and not to my family, when you will stop playing tug of war with yourself, trust me, your family will stop tug of war with you. I have experienced this. Because even sometimes I get people who are saying, I'm going to commit suicide, and they want to talk to me at some point in the middle of the night. And initially, my husband would be like, what the hell are you mad? Why are you on a call? And slowly I had to work on myself saying, hey, I'm doing an amazing job. I'm supporting people. I know and appreciate. I would never put my family after my clients. But if there is an emergency, both are equally important to me. And now my family also says, oh, she's talking to a client. It's okay. It's okay. We'll take care. Hum bachcho ko khana khila denge. It's fine. You do that. That is important. Nobody else can handle that right now. Inko to hum handle kar lenge. Right? So how you start being kind to yourself is how your family and your society, your neighbors, your colleagues, your bosses will start being kind to you. But if you were kind to yourself, you would not get to play victim and complain about this. And we want to be victim. We want to complain. So we don't want to be kind to ourselves. Otherwise, it will not have anything to say. Dekho, they're all treating me so badly. Right? So choose to be the hero. choose to be the happy hero. That's my 1-year program, the happy hero program, right? That's what I teach people. How to take responsibility for yourself, how to process your emotions, how to stand up for yourself, how to love yourself, how to care for yourself. Like, it's a whole 1-year program, right? And so many of you here are already part of it. So that's what I'm saying. It is where you have to move away from the need to be a victim to be a happy hero. And it's a journey, but today you can begin by just starting to be kind to yourself in little ways. It has lots of profits aage jaake. Okay? So good night, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, apologies for extending the call unknowingly for so long. Take care. Be strong. No need to be Superwoman, Superman. Be happy heroes of your own lives and have too much fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good
Small
night.
request.
Good night.
Janki,
So,
if you could please update the WhatsApp joining info, I shall be really
yeah,
grateful.
just put the, okay, just you can take down my number and
Sure.
WhatsApp me.
Sure.
98
Yeah.
333
Yeah.
78242.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Janki.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.